Hey guys, it's Island Man here, and today we are going to be taking a look at a scenario where India forms an empire. So let's get started here. So the first thing India is going to be doing here is they're going to be annexing some of the smaller states under them, which includes the Maldives. And yeah, this is just kind of a forced union thing. I don't really know why I said annex. And I think this is part of the Maldives, something like that. We'll just assume. Sorry if it's not, by the way. And so India ultimately kind of forcefully unites. No, kind of forces these countries to unite into them. And they send a request to their friends in Nepal and Bhutan so they don't have to, so they don't have to deal with the pain of, invading them. And guess what? Most of them accept it because they realize it would be beneficial for them. And the reason it would be, it would be hard to invade Nepal and Bhutan is because mountains. Right, you got mountains. So now basically what's gonna end up happening from here is India is actually gonna want to expand more here, and even though you would think they might actually even be done, because look, their borders look pretty good. They're not done yet, but the thing is, you might think they want to annex Bangladesh, but they actually don't. They actually really don't. They're actually going to ally with them because they think it's good to have an ally in the region. And India is a really smart country because it's great to have an ally in the region. So, basically what's going to end up happening from here is so the two of them are actually going to declare war on, Burma, Myanmar, whatever. And so basically the thing is with this war, Myanmar is actually going to have some rebellions popping up here. So the first rebellion will pop up over here, kind of near Kuala Lumpur or whatever. And there will also be another one over here and over here, as war is declared on Burma, Myanmar, whatever. So the first thing India is gonna do is they're gonna land from their islands over here onto here, as they actually managed to make some pretty significant gains over here. What is it called? And they're also gonna make a small offensive up here. But now India's ally, Bangladesh, is going to want to make a move, in which they will. They'll end up pushing up over here and actually taking a lot of major lands over here, and eventually nearing Kuala Lumpur, and eventually kind of getting closer to Kuala Lumpur, like India is. But the thing is, now India will make a spearhead to encircle Kuala Lumpur, and I think this is where it is. It's we'll actually just say, I think it's, somewhere in, the encirclement I just made, right here. But, yeah, anyway, so the thing is, the Battle of Kuala Lumpur will happen, and after a decisive military campaign, India captures Kuala Lumpur. And so Myanmar is on the brink of collapsing now, as even more Bangladeshi troops are actually going to push in here, and eventually, the rebels are going to start making moves now over here, and over here, as these three fronts just kind of connect and unite, and all of these just kind of unite over here, and they actually start to take a lot of Myanmar. So eventually, Myanmar, Burma, or whatever, will be pushed into even more by the rebels or whatever, and just a little bit more by the Indians, who are actually going to break this border right here, and just a teensy weensy bit by the Bangladeshis, and with this, they're just gonna kind of surrender. And so, taking a look at this peace treaty, Bangladesh is gonna kind of keep what they got here, and is gonna remain an ally of India. So basically, what's gonna end up happening here is Burma or whatever, a new more democratic government is established here, more pro-Indian. I don't even know if it would be completely democratic. Probably. We're assuming it would be because India is democratic, and this would actually make it, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the freest country in Southeast Asia which is incredible for, I guess, like, Myanmar, Burma, whatever. That is amazing for them, at least if you ask me. I believe in democracy. So, and India even has a little exclave down here, which they're not a huge fan of, but they don't really care that much because they just gained a lot of land. And, actually, hold on, let me just break this border over here, and, like, let me just, like, unite India to the rest of India. But yeah, India is looking great right now, as they will have a couple more targets, though. They will have Sri Lanka, and even though they won't automatically surrender, they will kind of be crushed by the Indians and will just lose a lot of land. Colombo is shortly captured, and eventually when Sri Lanka gets over to this point, which is probably within hours, I would say like 8 hours, they just end up surrendering. Yeah, like that point, they just end up surrendering. But anyway, so yeah, another peace treaty. India fully annexes Sri Lanka. Wow, what a surprise there. But anyway, India will actually make a purchase off of Thailand here, and they will be purchasing the southern tail of Thailand. Here, this will actually benefit them a lot, and what is it called? Some unclaimed Burman land. No, I guess this would be what is it called? I guess this would be the new Burman government or whatever. It's the old lands, but they just sold them to India since it's really not a lot of land anyway. So yeah, just like this, India, I guess the new Burman government and Thailand are all kind of like friendly now. They are not allies, but they are friendly. And hold on. Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm back now. But anyway, so as we continue though, we see India buying these lands off of Thailand and a little bit from the new Burman government. And they won't officially ally with either of these countries, but they will establish good relations, I suppose. So, like non-aggression pacts or whatever. With both governments. So basically what's gonna end up happening now is so India's final invasion is coming up here. And yeah, they're gonna be signing I guess an alliance with one of their only allies. I don't know if you guys knew this, but India is actually an ally of Afghanistan and vice versa. So anyway, so the two of them and Bangladesh, I guess, will be declaring war on Pakistan here. And so this will trigger reaction in China, who will be declaring war on India, unfortunately for India, and they really didn't want this to happen, but they kind of thought it was going to happen. So anyway, India is going to make some major advancements, though over here before they even think about going into Jakku and Kashmir, because they know they're probably going to end up winning somehow. Because they are much stronger than China. They're definitely like the second strongest country in the world, because the U.S. is probably like almost definitely combating them in military strengths. But eventually, what is it called? Jakku and Kashmir is pushed into, and the Pakistanis will actually be pushing this Indian front over here mostly out. But this won't really work out too well, as what is it called? A lot of Pakistan is being captured by India, because India is so strong, and honestly, Pakistan really doesn't even compare to India by this point. Even though Pakistan is strong, they really don't compare to the mighty Indians, I guess. And I know that might have sounded a little bit wrong, but yeah, the mighty Indians, whatever. As they even landlocked Pakistan and actually managed to make some spearhead pushes over here, encircling some land and actually taking it, and eventually making their own like large encirclement over here, and having a major victory over here in Pakistan, and managing to reinforce their front over here, which is great for the Indians. And what is it called? Now China will finally be responding, though, which won't be great, as they will be pushing just a little bit into Indian territory, as this is definitely mountainous. But the Indians managed to push them all the way out, and actually managed to start their own little push into China here. And eventually, what is it called? China is just kind of like to India, like, okay, I think I'm gonna see my way out of this one. Like, could we just sign peace? And then India's like, are you gonna behave? And then China's like, yeah. And then they do. But India does manage to take a little bit of land from China. But with this whole distraction, Pakistan does manage to, does manage to make some pushes back in India. And actually make push into Afghanistan here, which won't last for long though, as the Afghanistan really can't be invaded. That's something I don't bring up a lot, but I thought it was kind of obvious. But eventually, these two Indian fronts will be uniting over in Pakistan, and eventually Pakistan's going to be kind of rolled over in the south by India, which is definitely a huge victory by India. And now Afghanistan will even be entering into Pakistan a little bit by themselves, as they're just trying to kind of make themselves into a greater Afghanistan. Like, they don't really have too much of a whole goal here. But yeah, Pakistan is really just kind of weak now. Islamabad still exists, and I think Lahore is about to be captured by India. And yeah, you know what? I'll be nice to Afghanistan. I'll give them Lahore. Just for helping them out. Just for helping India out. So yeah, Afghanistan gets Lahore. Eventually, Islamabad will be captured by India. Will be captured by India though, in a very, I guess, kind of quick spearhead, but still kind of decisive. So you know what? Yeah, I guess it'll just be a quick spearhead since they were trying to defend a lot of fronts. So anyway, now taking a look what's happened to Pakistan here, they've been kind of massacred, and this is their final map before surrendering. So they will finally surrender. And so taking a look at this peace treaty, things are not looking so well for Pakistan here, are they? They are really not. They get fully annexed by both India and Afghanistan, who are definitely major allies. But at this point, they're definitely very good friends, if not each other's best friends. I would say that might go to Bangladesh for India though, or Russia. Oh, and also I forgot to uncolor China here, but yeah, China as well. And also I forgot to color that little part in. My bad, guys. But yeah, so basically what's gonna end up happening here is so I just do that. And so yeah, basically this is the peace treaty, guys. And this is going to be a scenario, and this is going to be what happened if India formed an empire in 2024. And I hope you guys enjoyed this scenario. Peace out.